Don't forget to subscribe to the Chrissy B Show, always aiming to show you the happier side of life. You can find us on YouTube, Facebook and Twitter.
Welcome back to the show. Now, before I meet my first guest, let's take a look at this fitness tip from Jane on the advantages of outdoor exercises.
Hi everyone, it's Jane here with your fitness tips. As you can see, I'm in the beautiful outdoors. We're blessed in Britain with loads of parks, and I guarantee that somewhere near you, you'll have a beautiful park to go and get some exercise. Even if you have to drive to the park and then have your workout, do that. If you need to do that to fit it in time-wise, then go for it. So I just want to talk to you a little bit about the advantages of outdoor exercise. I mean, as you can see, this is a beautiful place. And you know, it has a positive effect on the mind when you're in a beautiful, calm, restful place like this. You get fresh air, and the exercise can feel a lot more enjoyable, especially in summer, and we're just coming up to summer now. So why not make the most of the lighter evenings when you get in from work, the warm weather, and get out there and enjoy the fresh air. So a few things just to think about before you embark on outdoor fitness. One is, if you do go out in the heat, bear in mind you'll need a lot more water than you normally do. Even inside at the gym, you're going to need more water. So it's worth, if you're in a park, take a really big stash of water and maybe just hide it somewhere in a bush or under a tree or something, so that if you go off and you do some exercise, you can come back and your water's there and a towel or whatever. That's what I do when I go running. I hide my stuff at the beginning of the run. And also you might want to think about sun cream. You still burn when you're running, not just lying flat on the floor on the beach. You will burn if you run in direct sun, so it's really worth sun cream. It's worth thinking about maybe having a hat, protect your face, protect the crown of the head. That can make a really big difference. If you suffer from allergies, don't forget to take your antihistamine before you go out. You're amongst all the pollen, and the last thing you want is to have to go home because you're full of sneezes and you can't breathe properly. So those are things to think about. Think about layering up as well, because I've got a jacket on now, but once I start exercising, I'm going to get really hot. When I stop, I'm going to get cold again. So you really do need layers. What I often do is just tie my long sleeve jacket around my waist, say if I'm running around a park, take it off and put it on and off as I need it. Another really important thing to think about is what you put on your feet, okay? So I'm going to show you what kind of shoes you need. Now, if you look at my shoes, they are offering me some really good support. So what I've got here is I've got some really good impact reducing heels. I've not got thin heels. Don't run in Converse shoes or thin pumps. It's really bad for your feet. You need some really good support, and you want shoes that are nice and spongy around the ankle and that give you ankle support. Another interesting thing, guys, is that I would say 9 out of 10 people that I meet, that I work with, don't tie their shoelaces tight enough. So get down to your shoes and pull your laces through. Your feet should feel snug inside the shoe. You shouldn't have lots of movement inside your shoe. So get your shoelaces nice and tight. It's worth investing in good shoes, and interestingly, it's better to have a new pair of cheapish running shoes, say 30 quid, than a really old, expensive, worn out pair of expensive shoes, because the internal supports wear out even if they look all fancy on the outside. So I'm going to do a few more clips over the next few episodes, more ideas for your outdoor fitness, but go and get yourself some trainers and I'll see you next time.
Thank you very much to the lovely Jane. And now I have James Ellender with me. Hello, James.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Now, shall we just see some candy making in the process and then you can chat to us about it?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Let's take a look at this. And I have my very own personalised candy here from James. Thank you so much for this. It tastes lovely. But before you tell us about the process of making it, how did you get into the business in the first place?
So a couple of years ago, I was travelling around Asia, and I found a different company, and I started working as a consultant with them in the UK. And then the opportunity came up to set up my own brand. So I took a team across, and with some investment, some of my own money, and a good team around me, we created our company.
You make it sound so easy, but was it all smooth like that, how you're saying it? Or
No, it's not smooth. It's challenging. We're a manufacturer as well as a retailer, and we've got many different revenue streams, a lot of different people, personalities, good candy, a lot of creativity and skill from people, but they all create challenges for us.
Yeah.
So, but it's fun. It's a great fun, and it's the easiest thing to sell.
Now, why candy in particular, out of so many things?
I like food.
Me too.
I like sweet things. I like alcohol as well. But with confectionery, it's very creative, and there's so much that you can do with the candy. And it's not just being a food product; it's a great marketing tool as well.
Okay. Now tell us now about why it's different to other candy, other confectionery.
It's all about being a premium product for us. We've got 6 or 7 very key ingredients to it, and one of the most key parts is the flavouring. We use natural fruit flavours. We source the very best. We make sure we use the correct quantities of ingredients. We train people in the right way to produce a premium product. But we do everything in front of our customers, so they can come into our store on a daily basis and see us making it, and then you can smell it up the street as we add the flavour in, and strawberry will, if the wind's blowing in the right direction, it will blow down towards the Strand. So,
wow.
So.
Okay, so do you get a lot of interest from everywhere, I suspect, then?
Yeah, we do.
What kind of customers you have?
I'd say our true demographics are females 25 to 45. ABC ones, so you know they've got a reasonable amount of income, and but they buy it as a gifting, but they buy it for kids as well. But you get a lot of guys coming in, but I would say the true is 25 to 45 females. Females,
okay. I wonder why. They just like being spotted. They like having their names on things. You should see how excited I got when I saw my name on the sweets. Yeah, it's a bit childish, but never mind. It's nice. So tell us a bit more about some of the challenges you've had, because obviously there are a lot of people that want to start their own business, and they start, and then it's like they feel like as soon as they face the first block that they should just, you know, give it all up because it's so hard. What would you say to them about sort of going through those difficulties and making it to be successful?
It's having that belief in something, having the right people around you, and the persistence to be able to keep going, and it's just being truly persistent with it, and I just will not let things go, and if you want it and you put it out there, I always say put it out there in the universe, and it really does mean it's so much hard work. You know, some days I work 16, 18 hours a day.
Really?
But
gosh.
It's, you know, we've grown incredibly in a year, and we're 1 year old on the 12th of September. So it's
really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's incredible for us to achieve what we've achieved to this date. But you need the right people around you, and that persistence. Plus, you need money. So.
But tell us about the growth. How's that been?
We had a plan in the start. I'd say we are strategic in some ways, but we're very opportunist as well. So we've got the ability to be agile. So we can, if an opportunity comes up, we can take that straight away. And I said it would be very hard to franchise this model with only having one store, and I was proved wrong. Within 2 months of trading, we were looking to franchise in Dubai and Abu Dhabi, and we had signed the deal out there in the early part of this year, and we're opening now 2 stores out there, and we've got many others planned within the UK and abroad moving into next year.
What do you think the appeal is then for people abroad as well? What do you think the main thing is?
I think, especially within the Southeast Asian market and within the Middle East, there is a big appeal for it being a British brand, being a premium product. And you know, I always think rock is very true to the UK. You know, Brighton, Blackpool rock. This
is the posh rock.
Yeah, this is posh rock, and it tastes good, and it isn't.
It does really taste good.
It's not chewy. It's quite brittle and it will break like glass. But people do see a premium feel around it. But it's not just centred towards kids or adults. You know, everybody can share it. But it's not a bag to be just gobbled up. You know, people will, you know, just have.
Did you hear that, guys? Because I gave some to our camera people here, and they just. Have you finished your bag? Yep. See, you finished the whole bag of it.
Well, that's good. That's good. They'll come back to the store. So.
All right. So lessons learned for you personally through having this business, James, that you could pass on some words of wisdom to our viewers.
I'll probably come back to the persistence again. Just don't give up. You know, and it can be, there's huge challenges every day, but always look for that positive out of it and think, right, well, I made a mistake here. Yeah, I need to do this better. I need to go in and pitch better on this. And, you know, we do have challenges because we're a manufacturer as well as a retailer.
Imagine.
But yeah, just keep pushing ahead with it, with the business, and have that belief in it. And if you've got a good idea, try to run with it. Yeah.
And future plans for Spun Candy?
Hong Kong next year. That's a personal one that I really want to get open because the opportunities are big there. We're not just franchising outside the UK. We're looking to have our own stores in certain locations, and Hong Kong's one of the key locations, and we've now got the funding for that. And South Africa as well. I've just come back from Cape Town last week, and beautiful country, and I think there's a great opportunity there. But in 8 years' time, 100 stores. That's
brilliant.
That's where we would like to.
Looking ahead, that's great. Thanks so much for speaking to us, James. Really good. Okay, so do stay tuned, because after the break, we'll be joined by Mary Hyacinth Tondo, who had to leave her home country to start a better and safer life here in the UK. So don't go away.
Don't forget to subscribe to the Chrissy B Show, always aiming to show you the happier side of life. You can find us on YouTube, Facebook and Twitter.